Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into something that's honestly incredibly close to our hearts here at the American Wellness Center in Dubai Healthcare City. We're talking about the absolutely vital next phase of your mental well-being. You know, you've already done the really heavy lifting, the incredibly hard work to heal through transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. But what exactly comes next? Well, our core belief is that every single person deserves not just to survive the day-to-day grind, but to truly, deeply thrive, both physically and emotionally. So when you finally achieve that major clinical breakthrough, the goal actually shifts. It becomes all about actively protecting that progress. And we're going to explore exactly how to make that lifelong stability a reality for you through TMS maintenance. Let's get right into it. Consistency after recovery is not a sign of weakness. It's actually the smartest way to stay well. That right there is an absolute cornerstone of our clinical philosophy. So often, we kind of view the end of a treatment cycle as the final finish line, right? Almost like crossing the tape at the end of a grueling marathon. But what we consistently see with the patients we support is that maintaining those hard-won results is literally just as important as achieving them in the first place. Ongoing maintenance? It's definitely not a step backward, and it is certainly not a failure to heal. Actually, it's a proactive, strength-based investment in your lifelong mental health. It's a promise to yourself that the massive effort you've already put in is going to serve as the rock-solid foundation for a really vibrant, resilient future. Think of it like two very distinct phases of care. Your initial TMS therapy, that was all about intensive recovery. It was about taking that huge step forward to overcome acute, severe symptoms of depression or anxiety. In that first phase, we were actively pushing the brain to wire new, healthier communication patterns. But once you've healed, our clinical approach at American Wellness Center shifts gears entirely. We move away from that intensive daily intervention and pivot straight toward long-term emotional stability. Maintenance TMS is really all about reinforcing those newly formed healthy neural pathways. We're leveraging the science of neuroplasticity to keep your brain operating at its absolute best, keeping those old symptoms totally at bay, and empowering you to systematically protect all the amazing progress you've made. Now let's be real for a second. Maintaining that delicate neurological balance, it isn't always a walk in the park, especially when you're managing the reality of living and working in a super fast-paced environment like Dubai. Every single day, our clients face a total barrage of common triggers. We're talking high-stress periods at work, sudden sleep disruptions, maybe some creeping emotional or physical fatigue, major life transitions, or just an unexplained drop in motivation. We completely validate these struggles. They are very real, and frankly, they're just an expected part of modern life. In our experience at American Wellness Center, identifying these triggers early is exactly why maintenance sessions are an absolute game changer. They give us the chance to provide timely booster sessions that reinforce your brain's resilience long before any sort of full regression can happen. So you might be wondering, who exactly is this ongoing care actually designed for? Well, our TMS maintenance program is tailored for a really specific yet wonderfully diverse group of people. First off, it's for clients who have successfully completed their initial TMS therapy and just want to actively safeguard their emotional stability for the months and years ahead. Makes sense, right? Second, it's for folks who are starting to notice those early warning signs we just talked about, people who feel those subtle shifts in mood or stress and want to course correct immediately. And finally, and honestly, this is a huge one, it is incredibly beneficial for clients who are actively looking to reduce their dependence on medication. It's for those seeking a highly effective, natural way to sustain their overall well-being without having to deal with additional pharmacological side effects. Okay, so how do we actually pull this off? How do we protect your mental health? Well, we do it through a highly individualized, targeted process. It all kicks off with a really comprehensive follow-up consultation and continuous symptom monitoring with your psychiatrist. We want to know exactly where you stand clinically and emotionally at that very moment. From there, our advanced technology totally shines through targeted brain mapping adjustments. See, your brain is incredibly dynamic, meaning we can actually tweak the treatment intensity or location based entirely on what your neurobiology needs right then and there. And then we personalize your schedule. Whether that means coming in for monthly or quarterly boosters, it is built entirely around your progress. The frequency just naturally adapts to how well you're sustaining your recovery. But here's the thing. Physical treatments don't just exist in a vacuum, and neither do you. What we consistently see with the patients we support is that holistic care is absolutely vital for long-term success. We really integrate your care to ensure it fits seamlessly into your busy life. So alongside those targeted TMS sessions, we offer continued psychological therapy, really robust stress management, and customized sleep guidance to deeply support those newly strengthened neural pathways we talked about earlier. We also know that convenience is literally the key to consistency. That's why we provide incredibly flexible options, including in-person visits at our clinic or even convenient online appointments. This proactive, totally wraparound approach ensures you get ongoing support without totally disrupting your daily routine. Now, you might be asking yourself why thousands of patients trust us with this incredibly delicate phase of their lives. Honestly, it comes down to deep, specialized clinical expertise. Since we opened our doors back in 2016, American Wellness Center has grown into Dubai's premier multidisciplinary healthcare facility. We are so proud to house a totally diverse team of over 59 Western-trained clinicians across more than 20 distinct specialties. So, when you undergo maintenance TMS with us, your long-term treatment plan is being meticulously crafted by board-certified psychiatrists using the absolute most advanced equipment available. And the best part? It all happens within a completely confidential, luxurious, and supportive environment that's specifically designed to make you feel totally secure and right at home. I want you to consider this frankly staggering clinical reality for a second. Regular maintenance TMS sessions can reduce your risk of relapse by nearly 50%. 50%! Just let that sink in. Clinical studies confirm that even brief monthly booster sessions help preserve the exact neuroplasticity and positive brain activity patterns you achieved during your initial course of treatment. Those magnetic pulses, they act almost like a gentle little reminder to your brain's networks, telling them to stay active, connected, and balanced. For professionals and expats trying to manage the unique pressures and fast-paced lifestyle changes here in the UAE, cutting your risk of relapse by half is frankly profound. It's just a highly practical, evidence-based way to keep yourself well year-round. So, what does this actually look like for you? When you commit to that consistency, truly thriving goes from a goal to a daily reality. This ongoing care directly translates into sustained emotional stability. We're talking far fewer and much, much milder mood fluctuations. You're going to notice significantly better stress tolerance and way sharper focus at work. Plus, you get that renewed motivation and consistent, steady energy for your family and the personal passions that light you up. And the absolute best part? You achieve all of this long-term well-being without having to bump up your medication. Ongoing care takes your short-term clinical wins and transforms them into lasting, durable emotional balance. It literally changes your internal narrative from "I am recovering" to "I am actively thriving." We've covered a whole lot of ground in this explainer today, but honestly, the whole shebang really just comes down to one fundamental question. You've already done the incredibly hard work to heal. So, are you ready to truly thrive with us? Our integrated care team is standing by, ready to support you every single step of the way. If you are ready to protect your progress for life, I want to empower you right now to reach out and schedule a follow-up consultation with us at the American Wellness Center. Together, we can map out the absolute perfect maintenance schedule to keep you strong, balanced, and confident. Thank you so much for joining me, and please always remember, your wellness journey is the most important lifelong investment you will ever make. Take care, and we really hope to welcome you soon.